So here we've got a block of flats in MALVERN East. First impressions, it looks quite nice. It's quite a different architecture if you think about it. Those sort of triangular walls here. Be quite interesting and curious to go and do a viewing. Looks old. I mean, you can tell those tiles were from like 1960 or something. So it's a very old building. That's important to know because if you want to sectionalize a building, the older the building is, the worse your chances are of getting it sectionalized. Anything above 60 years old requires approval from a department in council known as the Heritage Department, which is going to increase the time it takes for you to do your sectionalization. Okay, this looks quite nice. Nice. You can tell by the cupboards. I mean, it's not the fanciest cupboards that you'll ever see, but you know, if we're looking at low income housing, and I've seen hundreds of these, I mean, this is more in your upper market of the low income bracket, which means you're probably going to be paying a slight premium price. Block of flats with 11 units plus 2 bachelors. Okay, rental income of 42,004 from 10 units, but they say 11 units here. Let's see, 7 2 bedrooms, 3 1 bedrooms, 10 garages, 1 bachelor, and 1 caretaker flat. Okay, nice. Should have enough information to analyze this one. This looks interesting. Let's say we're going to probably go in. So if they want pretty much 3.6 million. They're saying that there are, let's call it 10, 11 units. I'm not going to take the caretaker into account. Divided by 11. They're asking 327 per unit. That's not terrible. I would go to 80 times 11. Yeah, my offer is going to be about 3 million, which is only a 16% discount. That's not bad at all. Okay, the agent is saying 42,000 from 10 units, so 4,200. I don't know this area that well, to be honest. This is in Germiston. I don't have any investments in the East Rand of Joburg, so I'm not too familiar with this area. If this was Rosettenville, I would be able to confidently tell what that number is, but I'm going to use this tool called Pocketlet, which, when I'm looking at a new area, helps me determine what's a fair rental price for property. So, Germiston, we're going to look first from a rental perspective, what the rent is, sort of estimated at. I can put in here now 42,000. That's what the agent's given me, but I'm just going to confirm that. While I wait for Pocketlet, let's go to the transfer calculator. So at a 3 million rand purchase, we're going to buy it cash because you have to buy these cash if you don't want commercial terms from the bank. I'm going to say company. Okay, I'm going to bump it up to 200,000. I always bump it up a little bit just in case, it's more expensive than you expect. General touch-ups, 11 rooms. I'm going to probably go at about 15,000 per room. Per unit, so 165,000. I can start with these assumptions because when I sign the OTP, I'll sign it with subject to inspection of the unit. Now, levies will be 0. Rates and taxes, probably about 2,000 for a deal like this. Oh, wow. 5,500. So, that's probably an indicator that this is sectionalized. Because that's very high rates. Usually, for a block of 11 units, you're probably paying about 2.5. So, if this is sectionalized, that means that I can get bank financing. So we'll look at the numbers there as well. Insurance, 9 units, 900. 11 units, 900. 8. 42,000 divided by 11 is telling me that they are 42,000 divided by 11. They're charging 3.8 per room or per unit. Sure. The issue with this average is that they're only looking at one property. So, I mean, it's not really much of a comparison. But what I can confidently say is that if they're charging, under 4,000 per unit, then that's excluding recoveries like water and electricity. So I'm going to leave my other tab as 0. That will be the cash flow. This is a good deal. This is a very good deal. Oh wow. Tells you don't always know the answers, right? So I need to put in 3.3 and a half. 9% is not good enough. So I would probably say I'm going to reduce my offer slightly, get it to 20%. And this rent, right? So this is what the agent's given me is 42,000 for 10 bedrooms. Now there are 12 on the property, 11 on the property. So it's actually going to be an extra 4,200. Plus, if the caretaker flat looks good enough, I could maybe rent that out as a room because I've got my own managing agent that'll take over, right? So we'll say 46 plus another 1,500 for the room. So we bump this up to 47,700, which is what the rent could be if managed correctly. Put another person in the unit and in the caretaker. Now the cash flow is going to be better. Okay, decent. And remember, this is on a cash purchase. 10% is not bad. If we go to our finance costs, I could probably get 90% if the building's sectionalized at about 9.5 interest. The cash flow is going to suffer, right? The cash flow is only now 5,000, but the return on investment is going to go up. Jeez, I'm wrong again. How is that possible though? Is it because the financing is probably quite expensive? Yeah, 9%. Look, it's currently current repo rate SA. So it's currently not repo rate. I'm looking for lending rate. Sorry. 7.25 prime. So prime lending rate is 7.25. So I could probably go at like 9%, would still be conservative and safe. That might bump up the return slightly. Okay. It looked like a really great deal on the surface, but the numbers aren't really adding up. You know, I guess that's part of the game, right? Thanks for watching another video. I hope that you enjoyed this live deal analysis and learned something new. Please don't forget to subscribe and also join my membership program where you get exclusive and additional perks. Some of these perks include a priority response to your comments. You also get to suggest topics and I'll create videos on them. You can also send me deals that I will analyze on your behalf and so much more. Click here for more information. Until next time, happy investing.